Hey horse lovers, today I'm going to take you on a tour of Free Spirit Farm. Of course, it's a work in progress and there's always improvements to be made, but I just love what we're doing and I'm so happy that I can call this my home and Free Spirit Farm. Our horse farm is just under 10 acres and it's located in Southeast Michigan. It might be a little bit smaller, but it has everything that I've ever dreamed of, not only as a horse lover, but as a business owner as well. It's so homey and it has a rustic charm. I can't wait to show you everything and all our amenities. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notifications button so you don't miss anything Free Spirit Equestrian. All right, time to show you around. Our farm is located in Bridgewater, Michigan, which is in the southeast portion of the state. Our farm was established sometime in 1880, and this is our chicken coop. So it's a little rustic and it needs some repairs, and no, we do not have chickens in it. It's just for storage now, but we're going to be repairing it this coming spring. And this is my tractor too. The next building is my husband's shop. He's put a lot of time and effort into this shop as it used to be just a three-sided building, so the whole front part was open. This here is my 1956 Ford dump truck. I bought this off my grandpa and it'll stay in my family forever. And then this here is our old wooden barn that we're doing repairs on now. We're currently working on the roof and we're going to work on the wood and paint it. This, of course, is my horse barn. So this barn was built in the 1960s, so it's pretty old, but it's in pretty good shape. So I can't wait to show you around. All right, so this, of course, is the barn. So our barn consists of 12 stalls and 2 tack rooms. Some of our stalls, as you can see, we have our hay, and then we have the hay loft up here as well. Then we have all our stalls here. I make sure that I have their bedding in there. They always have hay and water if they're in the stalls. Now, personally, I keep my horses out 24/7 as much as possible, unless I'm feeding them or they have lessons that day or it's really bad weather or they're injured, so on and so forth. But otherwise, they are outside and they get to be horses. Then if you come with me, this is where we keep all of our halters. And this is tack room number 1. In this tack room, I keep most of my English supplies, and as you can see, we have some bridles hanging up here. I've labeled them so everybody has a slot for their bridle, and then I have my helmets as well. Now, most students bring their own, but I do have extras. And then I have all my saddles, my pads, my girths. Now, don't judge me. I'm not super organized right now. And this is all my extra tack, so we have plenty of stuff. So this is my little office / feed room. And I just keep my grain in the Tupperware. So we only have 2 types of grain, Essential K, and then I have a senior feed for BAGHEERA. I just did a video about my barn day routine that tells you why I feed what I do, and the supplements that I use as well. And we store our grain right here too. And then, yeah, it's just a nice little space where I can sit and I can work on the lesson schedule or work on things like that. And then I have my feed in here, and it's just a simple little office. And I put my space heater in here in the winter when it's cold. So this is my little place where I can go hide if I'm really cold. This is our indoor arena. So it's 50 by 130, and we have 2NS sand that's in it. And we also treat it to make it dust free with mag flakes. So those are really cool. You can look into those if you're interested. We've had a lot of success with them. We also have heaters as well. So those are heated with natural gas. We really haven't had to turn them on because our winters haven't been that cold. I don't like it to get really hot in here in the winter because I allow my horses to grow full coats. Yeah, but it just is nice if we need to use it, we can. This is the other side of the barn. So Prince Charming is in this paddock because he's in rehab right now. You can watch his playlist if you're interested to hear about that. But yeah, so he has this big run-in stall. I can also put him in the stall and shut the door if I need to. But he has a nice sized paddock, which I'll show you in a second. You coming to say hi? And then he has a round bale out there for 24/7 hay. Are you dirty? Hi. You're so dirty. So So this is the other side of the barn. So there's 4 stalls total, and then the end 2 stalls have the walkout paddocks as well, which is nice. We built those when we moved here, and we've lived here for just over 4 years. So it's a work in progress, and we put a lot of time and improvements into the property, but you know, just little by little as we can. This is our second tack room. So in here, I have most of my Western tack, or my trail stuff. So yeah, it's decent. It may not be the fanciest barn, but we do our best to keep it clean and organized. And again, I always had projects in mind, but I'm really happy with it, and we just love it. It's our home, and it's also just my passion to have horses, and I just love that I have the opportunity to have them at my home and take care of them and run a business as well. We don't really have to use these stalls as often unless it's really bad weather, because like I said, the horses are outside most of the time. And then this is the last paddock as well. So it really comes in handy to have the 2 small separate paddocks in case I have a horse that's new or injured or whatever the case may be. It just is really helpful. This is my mini pig Penelope. She's hanging out in the stall right now, but she normally lives in the house. And these are our paddocks. So I'm showing you the barn and the paddock so that you get an idea of the setup. I really love my barn, and I love everything here. These are our paddocks that Kyle built. So we didn't have these fences up when we first moved here, so he built these 2 paddocks. I really love the wood. It's really good quality. And then this is Prince Charming's paddock. He's in rehab right now, so he has to be separate from the herd. And then I also have this additional 3rd paddock. So it's like my quarantine lot. Definitely needs to be mowed out. These are the trails. So we have 20 acres of trails that we can ride on. Now, it is not our property, it's the church's property, but we have permission to ride on them. So it's really great for like a little hack or a cool out or just like a walking trail ride. We definitely love having them with direct access to the barn. Just to give you an idea of the farm layout, I'm walking by the paddocks right now, and then you can see the back of my house. So we're technically in the backyard. Then that little brick building is our smokehouse. You see the wood building, the chicken coop, the tractor, and then Kyle's shop. And then of course, this is the horse barn. Now we're heading over to the main paddock is what I call it. So the horses have their round bales, which you can see in the bale barns. And this is a pretty large paddock, and then they have all the pastures out there as well, which I will show you. I'll walk out there so you can see a little bit more what the pastures look like. Now I'm going to show you our other paddock, and then I'll show you the outdoor arena. So this is my brand new run-in shed that I just bought in preparation for winter. So we have this dry lot and the other dry lot. So unfortunately, when it comes winter time, sometime between mid-November, end of December, we do have to separate the horses. Typically they're all together as a herd and the pasture gate is open. But then I have to split them because they can't be in the grass pasture during the winter or it'll ruin the grass and we won't have any grass for spring, summer, and fall. So I'll put 3 to 4 horses in here and 4 to 5 horses in the other paddock, and they have the run-in sheds. And then of course, if it's really bad weather or something is going on or very cold, then I will end up bringing them in the stalls at night. But yeah, it's just nice to have these run-in sheds and for them to have open space and still have their herd, all the things that the horses need. So yeah, I'm really excited about this run-in shed. I think it looks really good, and it's just those little things that I get excited about when I get to improve the farm. Now we're gonna head to the outdoor arena. So this is my outdoor arena. It also has sand in it for the footing, and the dimensions are, it's 100 by 200. So it's a pretty good size outdoor arena for this type of facility. And we love it. We have our jumps. We have the mounting block that's over here. All right, now I want to take you out to the pastures and then show you inside this paddock a little bit more. Let's go. I saw my sweet mare Bagheera taking a nap, so I wanted to come up and say hi to her and give her some snuggles. I got her from an auction last December, and she used to be a buggy horse. She's 27 years old, and she will stay on my farm till the day she dies, and I absolutely adore her. She really loves the attention. I think she just feels so safe and happy here, and again, this will be her forever home. So right now I'm standing in the main paddock where Bagheera was, and these are the pastures, and this is what we call the big pasture, that one that you see straight down, and then to the right of me, we call that the side pasture, and in the back is the back pasture. So I'm going to show you all of them, and yeah, they're all decent size. The horses love it, and this is the main pasture, just so that you get an idea of the setup. And of course the big barn to the right, and the main pasture also has a run-in shed. This is Mr. MEEKO. He's my sweet pony. He is such a good boy. I've had him for about 2.5 years now. Okay, so we're heading out. I'm still in the big pasture, and where the gate is open, that is the back pasture. So there's little hills, it kind of goes down. This is Mr. Arlo. He is a sweetheart. He's my spotted saddle horse. He is very curious and always comes over when I'm over in the pasture. Isn't he so beautiful? Of course, Mr. MUSHU, my 3-year-old gypsy vanner, and then him and OLAF together. These two mess around all the time. They are so cute. OLAF is my 8-year-old POA pony, and then MEEKO just walked up and followed me. This is JIMINEY Cricket. He's my heart horse. He's an Appaloosa. Of course, MUSHU has to hog all the attention. And then we see Miss Bagheera and then Mr. GASTON. So she came down from the paddock and is enjoying some grazing in the field. She is such a doll. Like, I just love her so much. And Gaston is such an amazing special horse too. He's my Canadian horse. He's kind of drafty. He's about 16 hands. They're both so cute. They're my black beauties, and I just adore both of them. So yeah, another view of the pasture as well. And of course, Bagheera and Gaston. Okay, now I'm gonna walk back up to the barn. I want to talk about the bale barns a little bit. So we have the slow feeder net on them, and we have them so that the hay doesn't get wet or sun bleached. And we buy these from a dealer in Michigan, and I think they were like $1,200 when we got them a few years ago. The horses also have access to a mineral block 24/7 along with water, of course. And then this is the hitching post my husband built me, so this wasn't here before. We also have these chairs and a little table that you can sit at, hang out, relax. Here's another view of our barn aisle and our stalls. And then I have our barn rules posted. You can pause and read. It's kind of funny. You have to have your liability signs posted as well for legal purposes. And then we have our dry erase board. We have our little supplies room. It used to be a stall with our shavings, some pitchforks, muck forks, shovels, brooms. Okay, horse lovers, I really hope that you enjoyed seeing Free Spirit Farm. We love our home so much. It's my first home ever, and I couldn't be more happy with it. I'll see you next time, horse lovers. Bye.